वन्दे वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं भक्तबिन्दुसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं बिन्दावनं मनोहरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयितगिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। बिन्दावै तुलसीदेव वै पिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति पदे देवी सत्तवत्त्वयि नमो नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरये। संकीर्तने कृष्ण कथोपदेशे गौरीयपत्रस्य प्रकाशने च सदानुरक्त गुरुभक्तियुक्तो भक्तिप्रमोदाक्ष जगोद्वरुण्य धैर्यं सदा परिभवग्नमभिष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्चनुतं शरण्यं वेत्तात्युहं पनुतपाल्भवाद्दिपूतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरुणारविन्दं यत्पादपल्लवनखचन्दमनिच्छटाय विस्फुरजित किमपि गवोऽधु स्वदर्शि पूर्णानुरागरससागरसारमूर्तिः साराधिका मयि कदा कृपां करोसि। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकाबदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षो विश्वाम्बरो द्विजवरौ जुगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणाभतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमामि गंगे तव पादपङ्कजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितो दीपरूपं भुक्तिं च मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं भावानुरूपेण सदा नरानं। गंगातरङ्गरमणीयजटाकलापं गौरी निरन्तरविभूषिः त्ववामभागं नारायणो प्रियमनङ्गमदापहारं वाराणसीपुरपति भजवीशनाथं। वागीशजुष्वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्य च वक्षसि यस्यास्ति हृदये संविहितं त्वं सिंहमहं भजे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रेयो श्रुतिं भक्तिमुदश्यते विभो क्लिश्यन्ति ये केवलबोधलब्धये tesham aso kleshal eva shishyate nanyad yatha stula tushabghatinam Sreyoho sriting bhakti mudashyati vibho kleshvanti ye kevalabho dalabdhaye tesham asho kleshal eva shishvati nanyadi yatha stulo tushabghatinam. Gauriya Goshtipati Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswāmīpāda Prabhupada Paramahamsa Jagadguru said that to seek the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord is called bhakti, and to seek the satisfaction of personal gratification, to seek the satisfaction of common people or satisfaction of self, own satisfaction, that is called abhakti. And you should, Prabhupada speaking, you should shoutly announce, you can shoutingly, you can announce these 2 points. That is called bhakti. Gauriya Goshtipati, Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswāmīpāda Prabhupada, Paramahamsa Jagadguru said that to seek the satisfaction of common people or self-satisfaction is called abhakti, and to seek the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord is called bhakti. Rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti ruchyate. Rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti ruchyate. Prabhupada speaking, to live the personal effort or to live the efforts of all the sense organ, to live the effort to apply all sense organs to know something, we should live. Whatever sensual organ we have different sense organ, by the help of which we like to perceive, we like to feel. But to live all such effort is called bhakti, and not to live such effort, is called abhakti. Anything I want to know, I like to apply my brain, my mind, my sense organs, everything. That's called abhakti. This is not at all bhakti. Prabhupada speaking, this abhakti, bhakti, abhakti, this abhakti can flow through 3 ditches, canals. One is called annavilas, another is karma, another is gyan. This abhakti following through 3 canals. One is annavilas, another is karma, another is gyan. We already discussed long ago that annavilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anabritam anukullena krishnanu siranam bhaktirutam. Annavilasita sunyam. Jnana karmadi anabritam. Here one spectacular point we should pay attention. Annavilasita sunyam. Annavilas sunyamna. The word you should pay attention. Annavilas. Annavilas. And annavilasita sunyam. annavilasita sunyam. There should not be any smell of annavilas. But jnana karmadi anavritam, uncovered by jnana karmadi. First one, about first one, it is written, annavilasa sunyam, zero. There should not be any touch of annavilas. But about jnana karmadi, sunyam. Annavilasa sunyam, jnana karmadi not sunyam. Jnana karmadi anavrita, uncovered. Because externally, all devotional activities, it looks like material karma. So, Gyan Karmadi Anavritam, devotional activities can never be compared with karma Gyan. That's why karma, externally what you call karma, that is called actually bhakti. That is not prohibited. You can do it. You can do it. Annavilasa sunnam jnana karmadi anavritam. After that, anukullena, after that it is written, anukullena krishnanu silanam bhakti ruttama. So, Prabhupada speaking, this abhakti or anti-devotional activities, whatever you say, usually flowing through three different canals. One is annavilas, another is karma, another is gyan. To arrange personal facility, to arrange personal facilities, or to arrange facility for dear and near one, that is called indriya-tarpan. Sense gratification is called karma. And I cannot do anything good for anybody, I cannot do any bad for anybody, it's called Gyan. I cannot do any good for anybody, I cannot interfere, or I cannot do any good or any bad, I can stay neutral, nirapeksha, that is called Gyan. So, knowledge coming through sensual perception, is called Indriya Gyan. And impersonal Gyan, a Jnana derived from the feeling of impersonal Brahma, Nirvishesh Gyan. Both must be rejected. Prabhupada speaking, by rejecting all these things, adakshaja vastu se hari rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti ruchyate. Adakshaja vastu se hari indriya-tarpan is called bhakti. To get rid of the intention, to get rid of such kind of mood like enjoying mood, or to get free of everything, mukti, bhukti and mukti. Till then, the platform of bhakti cannot be attained. Till then, the platform of bhakti can never be attained. Remember always. The sloka I started with is very important from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. Sreyoho sritim bhakti mudasate vibho kleshanti je kevalabodha labdhaye tesam aso kleshalo eva shishyate nanyadi jathastu lotosava ghatinam. Sreyoho sriting bhakti mudasate vibho kleshanti je kevalabodha labdhaye tesam aso kleshalo eva shishyate nanyadi yathastu lotusava ghatanam. That's when is the prayer, Brahma speaking. Hey Bhagavan, to do bhakti unto your lotus feet is the topmost way. No alternative way can be found. Is the topmost way. But those who are going to live this easiest way, those who are going to live this easiest way and going to adopt the way of jnana, they like to feel that I am Brahma. This kind of unnecessarily, this kind of effort unnecessarily can give them pain, klesh. Because Bhagavan already told in Gita, Abhyakto hi gatir duksham, Abhyakto hi gatir duksham deho badbhi rabhapade. So it's unnecessary. Abhyakta sarup, to do bhajan of is impossible. Actually, bhajan, this word is also not applicable in this way. Bhajan means seva. To whom to seva? If you are thinking about impersonal Brahma, whom you can seva? Is impossible. So, to know Brahma by ignoring the easiest way of devotional path, those who are trying, they are foolish, number one. Just like paddy sheet, when paddy coming, after that rice we are taking out of that, after there's some skin lying to Shabagatinam. If somebody going to beat a heaps of skin of paddy there, if you go on beating, you cannot expect rice to come out of that. Because rice is not there. Because rice is not there. What is not there, how you can expect? Like I can say, I can give you a bucket of water. I can request you, you can churn the water and give me butter. Arey Maharaj, how possible to give? Potency is not there. Right? But if you give me one bucket of milk, I can go on churning the milk, and after finally I can get some cream and give to you. That is very easy. It's possible because the potency already there. Because the potency already there. Because the potency already there. Potency already there. That's why you can give. What is not where available, people are so idiot, so foolish, they like to get it wrong. Give me bhakti, Maharaj, bhakti. He is a demon. Come on, he is a demon. You cannot get bhakti from there, because bhakti is not there. How you can get? So, all your effort can come to a flop end, unnecessarily. Sreyoho sritim bhakti mudo sati vibho kleshanti je kevalabodha labdhaye tesham aso kleshalo eva shishyati nanyadi yathastu lotusav ghatinam. Okay, you can remember, we are discussing about Vishnu Tattva And in between, we already touched previous week or yesterday, actually, yesterday I already touched this point. Harirhi nirguno sakshat purushaha prakriti para sa sarvadrik upadashta tvang bhajana nirguno bhavet. Hari himself is beyond the limit of this prakriti. No material quality can touch him. He is there, staying inside the heart of everybody in the form of Paramatma. Harirhi nirguno sakshat purushaha prakriti para sa sarvadrik upadashta. Oh, as a Paramatma, he is the witness. Upadashta. Why Upadashta? This one. Doshta and Upadashta. Droshta. Droshta means who is taking, who has darshan. Droshta, who is seeing something. And over his head, there is another, tattva, who is going to take darshan of his activity. That is called, follow what I say. Upadashta. Droshta means who is watching darshan. Upadashta means who is keeping a close watch on him also. Upadashta. So naturally, Paramatma, Jivatma already sitting inside our heart. Jivatma doing fancifully, oblivion of the fact that I am not completely free. I am in bonded condition. I have my master, Paramatma, oblivion of the fact. Harirhi nirguno sakshat purushaha prakriti para sa sarvadik upadashta tang bhajano nirguno bhavet. Harirhi nirguno sakshat purushaha prakriti para sa sarvadrik upadashta tang bhajano nirguno bhavet. Teno sattvattano rasmat Shriyangsi suruditam. Suruditam. It is thus said that from him, from Vishnu Datta, the propagator of the goodness, maintainer of goodness, one can get supreme benefit. One can get supreme benefit. One can get supreme benefit. Not from others, Shankar. Supreme benefit they can get, but if they are thinking Bhakta Tattva, if you think Shankar Bhagavan is not separate Ishwar, is a devotee, then you can get. Brahma also. Otherwise, usually they cannot give. That's why it is written, Harirhi nirguno shakshad purushaha prakriti para sa sarvadrik upadashta tvang bhajano nirguno bhavet. Teno sattvattano rasmat shriyangsi surudi ritam. From him we can get absolute benefit, not from others. Iti ato bihita shastre iti ato bihita shastre tad bhaktareva nityata. Therefore, Therefore, all the scriptures declare, authentic scriptures, that performing devotional service to the Supreme Divinity, I mean Lord Vishnu, is an eternal obligation. Naturally, everybody is bound to serve Him. Why not serving? That is up to them. But they are supposed to serve. Why not? Because they are in illusion. Therefore, all the authentic scriptures, declare that performing devotional service to Lord Vishnu is an eternal obligation of all jivas. If not doing, then they can surely get punishment for that. If they are not doing service, then surely they can get punishment for that. Why not doing? Then they can get punishment for that. I can discuss next week. There is all evidence. Those who are not doing, they can get punishment. After that, it is a caution. It is a caution of Shastra from Padma Puran. From Padma Puran we can see Smartabhyaha satatam Vishnur Vismartabhyo na jat uchit Sarve vidhi nishedha Sure tarayo reva kinkara Smartabhyaha satatam Vishnur Vismartabhyo na jat uchit Sarve vidhi nishedha Sure tarayo reva kinkara Smartabhyaha satatam Vishnur Vismartabhyo na jatu uchit Sarve vidhi nishedha Sure tarayo reva kinkara. That's been as it is declared in Padma Puran, Uttarakhanda, Lord Vishnu should always be remembered and He should never be forgotten. All other injunctions and prohibitions, all other scriptural injunctions and prohibitions are servant of these two basic points. These two basic points, we should remember all what to do, Ekadashi, Dadashi, whatever, Janmashtami, Radha, whatever you do, Chaturmasa, or whatever you are doing, all on the basis of this point. Follow what I say. If you are failure to maintain these 2 points, then if you are failure to if you are going to forget these basic 2 points, I mean smartabhyaha satatam Vishnu vismartabhyo no jatu uchit sarve vidhi nishedaha sure tarayo revo kinkara. If you forget this point, no use observing vow, no observing following Ekadashi, Dadashi, Janmashtami, all useless. All basic point. Hari Sriti Sarvo Vipod Vimakshanam. Hari Sriti Sarva Vipod Vimakshanam. Hari Sriti Sarva Vipod Vimakshanam. Guru Sriti Sarva Vipod Vimakshanam. Yes. Smartabhyaha Satatam Vishnur Vismartabhyo Najatvish. Sarve Vidhi Nishedaha Suryataryo Reva Kinkara. Another point, you should not misunderstand the Siddhanta Vichar. You should not misunderstand the Siddhanta Vichar. Always we should remember Vishnu is the rules. We should never forget this, the order, Nished. But that doesn't mean we can insult all demigods. But surely that doesn't mean that we have a right to insult all demigods. It is already said, written, not that. Padmavali, one books it is written, Harireva Sadaradho. In Padmavali, one book, it is written, Harireva Sadaradho Sarvadeveshwareshwaro. Ete Brahmarudyadya Navagaya Kadachano. Guru Bhagavatam used to speak this sloka very often. Harireva Sadaradho Sarvadeveshwareshwaro. Harireva Sadaradho Sarvadeveshwareshwaro. Ete Brahmarudyadya Navagaya Kadachano. Harireva Sadaradho. It is true that Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, should be worshipped. Is right. No doubt in it. But surely that doesn't mean we have the right to insult Sankar, Brahma, Varun, Indra. No. We have no right to insult. Harireva Sadaradho Sarvadeveshwareshwaro, that is okay. Hari is the worshipable object of infinity world, be it Prakrit and or Aprakrit. Be it Prakrit or Aprakrit, be it Prakrit or Aprakrit, everywhere Hari is the only worshipable object, no contradiction in it, no doubt in it. Be sure. No doubt in it. But that doesn't mean I have the right to insult Ganapati Maharaj, Shankar, Brahma. No, not that. You should remember this. Sadaradho, this Harireva Sadaradho, Sada, in common language, common Nitya, Sada, Nitya, English translation regular or constant, non-stop. But in the specific context of sacrifice and service, it means obligatory. It means obligatory. When failure to perform some particular activity will lead you to loss, that activity is called nitya. Nitya or nitya-naimittic activities, both. Yearly funeral cake offering, Vasarik, Shraddha, it is naimittic. Nitya, Annik, Puja, everything nitya. Nitya naimittic. When failure to perform some particular activity will lead you or me to loss, that activity is called nitya. Since Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, failure to perform devotional or by avoiding the performance of devotional service to Him leads to demolition, leads to destruction. I mean, one can lose the real value of this human life. You can remember that is the reason for why Naraji Maharaj already told. You can remember Naraji Maharaj, many times I discussed what I discussed. Yatha tarar mul nisechanena Yatha tarar mul nisechanena tippanti taskanda bhujo pusakha. Pranopaharasya jatendriyanam tathaiva sarva arhanam achyuteja. That we discussed. By worshipping Vishnu, the root cause of everything, all other duties and responsibilities can be finished. This way, therefore, devotional service to the Lord Vishnu must be considered nitya. Moreover, there is no more serious obligation than this devotional service unto a lotus feet of Vishnu or Krishna. By fulfilling all ritualistic application, like chanting Gayatri mantra at the junction of the day, daybreak, Arunodaya, morning time, before sunrise, can get, by following this, a person can achieve the Pitriloka. But by performing devotional service to the Vishnu, one can achieve Vishnu's abode. Okay? So, Rupa Goswami was writing now that Vyamohayo chara charasya jagataste te puran agamasvam tamevahi devatam paramikam jalpatu kalpabodhi siddhyante punar eka eva bhagavan vishnu samastagamo vyaparesu vivechano vatikaram nitesu nichiyate. क्या बताया? What written? What written? It is written that Bhamo Chayo, by living, Bhamo Chayo Chara Charasya Jagataste Te Puranagama Tvam Tvameva Hi Devatam Paramekam Jalpantu Kalpabodhis Siddhyante Punareko Eva Bhagavan Vishnu Samastagama Vyapareshu Vivechano Vyatikaram Niteshu Nishchiyate. What is written? This way, from same Padma Puran, we find the some declaration here. Padma Puran speaking, Patal Khanda, each of the many Puranas and other Vedic scriptures speaks of particular demigods as supreme. It is quite natural, because according to their personal position, according to their status, some of them in Rajagun as a predominating factor, some of them can have Tamagun predominating factor, yet some of them can have Swatagun as a predominating factor. So naturally, those Puranas are compiled by Vedavyasji. There is some purpose. Out of 18 Puranas, Sub-Puranas are there, they are countless. Sub-Purana, Sab-Purana or Samhita, all countless, so many. But point is that all Puranas, everything can be categorically divided into three parts. Can be categorically divided into three parts. One is, one part, six Purans, Sattvic, six Puranas are Rajasic, and six Puranas are Tamasic. Naturally, those who are guided by their Tamagun, they need some support to go up from that fallen state. That's why at least it is good. At least they can accept Sankar. They can go ahead little bit. They can grow faith. Okay, no problem. And those who are Rajasic, they find it more practical to worship Brahma with Rajaguna. This way, according to the condition of heart, one can prefer to worship Vishnu or can prefer to worship Brahma or Shankar. That is the reason, nothing else. So, this way, Padma Purana is written, each of many Puranas and other Vedic scriptures speaks of particular demigods as a supreme. Why? If they are not going, hear me with full attention. If they are not going to accept their Ishtadev or whatever you say as a topmost, they cannot get inspiration. So let them grow this kind of belief that Shankar is all in all. Okay, nice. They can go. Someday they can realize what to do. Someday they can realize if they are going to do bhajan perfectly, if they can get the darshan of, like in Raman, Sri Ramji Maharaj is the topmost. Nothing more than that. Rasatattva, you see, you know the Rasatattva, many times I discussed before regarding Rasatattva. If you are in the category of Shakkarasa, if somebody is speaking, hey, Shakkaraka is useless, you leave it, Madhurasa you can do. No. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writing, according to their own position, each one of them ready to confirm that my rasa is topmost. So they can feel proud of that. Not that you can break his heart. No, Sakya rasa useless. Everybody should be Madhur rasa, like all those foolish sahajas. They are doing like this. Everybody should jump into Madhur rasa to die. They have no right, whereas they have no right. This way, it is an arrangement of the Supreme Lord. It is an divine arrangement of the Supreme Lord. He is bound to write categorically, represent, so that if there is no, Rajasic Puran, who can go forward? Those who are Rajasic. So according to their condition, they can go ahead, at least to some extent, by keeping their faith as the topmost. Follow. So, each one of those many Puranas and other Vedic scriptures, they are going to project any particular demigod as a supreme, just to bewilder the moving and non-moving living entities. Sthabor or sthabor, they get bewildered by this. It's good. Those who are in Tamaguna, immediately they should not be dragged out of that. Let them feel and go out. Let them move forward and take decision. We cannot attribute, we cannot apply our force. It is prohibited because the result is very toxic, negative. Let those scriptures fight with each other, dispute like this. They can think Shankar is perpetual, eternal, Brahma is... Let them think. At least they can go a little bit forward. But when somebody going to stand on the neutral platform, then he can automatically realize that Vishnu is the all-pervading Supreme Lord, no one else. So when one studies or get Kripa from Guru Vaishnava and analyzes all them collectively, overall discussion they can do, like the case of all other rasas, Shanto, Dasho, Shakho, Vatsallo, Madhur. Okay? Shanto, Dasho, Shakho, Vatsallo, Madhur. If you like to push Jasodama in the Rasasthali, it's not practical. It's called Rasavas. Intersection of one rose with the other. Intersection. It's not good. This kind of discussion can never be given any credit, because Mahaprabhu already told it. Mahaprabhu already told. Rasabhas Siddhanta Virod Prabhu Sunita Hai Krodh. Rasabhas Siddhanta Virod. They don't know Siddhanta, they don't know anything. They are lecture they are giving. Who man care your lecture? This way, when they can get information from Guru Vaishnava, then when someone can give, then they can realize this point. Yasodama now in Vatsalya Rasa, she should not be pushed into Madhura Rasa, it's impractical. So, each and everybody, just if Yasodama is offered with, if Yasodama is offered with Madhura Rasa, surely he cannot accept. She cannot expect. Because she is getting topmost enjoyment according to his own rasa. Why he can run? But those sahajas, they are irrespective of their own positions. Maybe they are sahaja. They are jumping into fire of Madhura Rasa. They become gopi. So the conclusion is that, Lord Vishnu is the one and the only Supreme Personality of Godhead. No doubt in it, no question can arise in it, nothing. Also from first canto, second chapter, we know it is written, if you are reading Bhagavatam daily, Mamokshabo ghoro rupan hitva bhutapatinatha Narayano kalaha shanta bhajanti hi anusuyava Atro shangsa hare reva kala sabdena kirtita. So, Mamokshabo ghoro rupan hitva bhutapatina tha Narayana kalaha shanta bhajanti anusuyava Atro shangsha hare reva kala sabdena kirtita. In the first canto, second chapter, it is written, those who are very sincere or serious about liberation, but the liberation here is a common term. Of course, in the first canto, it is not advised that the liberation, those Mayavadis, they are going to think, not that. Because in Gauriya Siddhanta, because as per Gauriya Siddhanta Vichar, because about Gauriya Siddhanta Vichar, it is known to us that what do you mean by mukti? Mukti is a general term. Somebody can get free of three modes of nature, mukta. But surely we not want to mean this. Follow what I say. Muktir hitva annatha rupam sarupena vyavastiti mukti. That is called actually inner meaning of this word mukti as per Gauriya Siddhanta. Muktir hitva annatha rupam sarupena vyavastiti mukti. Thus, those who are very sincere or serious about the liberation of the world are certainly non-envious. They cannot express any violence against anybody, fighting mood against anybody, non-violence. They are already confirmed in Shastra. Mahaprabhu wanted to speak this story in front of Naradji Maharaj. Some hunter, he was in front of Sanatana Goswami. Mahaprabhu wanted to speak in front of Sanatana Goswami about this story. Narad and one of his disciples who was hunter before, and later on he became a very, very nice elevated sadhus. Follow what I say. So, those who are very sincere or serious about global liberation, they are less interested to get the enjoyment available in the material world, which is full of material diversity, are certainly non-envious, enviousness coming from enjoying mood, enviousness coming from pratishtasa, is called. No pratishta, no hingsa, nothing. No enjoying mood. And they respect all. They don't disrespect anybody. Yet they leave aside the horrible and ghastly forms of the demigods and worship only all blissful form of Lord Vishnu and his planetary portions. Really, that's why they are not going to subscribe Brahma or Shankar or any demigods, because they are already influenced, overwhelmed by the divine diversity of Vishnu, is all in all. So surely they cannot, yet they leave aside the horrible and ghastly forms of the demigods, like Ganapati Maharaj, Shankar Bhagavan, or whatever you say. They like to avoid. Because they are feeling full attention, they are captivated by the qualities of Vishnu, who is all tranquil, very transcendental qualities are there, and also only all blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his planetary system. To support this contention, that since Vishnu is the Supreme, he alone should be worshipped. So many reasons there. Srila Sukadeva Goswami cites, wanted to give this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam concerning the behavior of spiritually advanced persons. Brahma, Rudra and other demigods are certainly the lords of the mass of created beings. Bhutapatina. Pati means controller, hero, or leader. So surely they are the lord of these general masses. They are taking birth on this world, but their personal appearances is ghastly in comparison to the perfection or perfectly peaceful form of the Supreme Lord. So, Harireva Sadaradho Sarvadeve Sarishwaro Ete Brahmarudyadya Navagaya Kadachano. Because the pure devotees of those various self-same expression of the Supreme Godhead are free from envy. They never disrespect Brahma, Rudra or Harireva Sadaradhu Sarvadeva Sarishwaru Ete Brahmarudyadya Navagaya Kadachano Mamokshabo Ghoro Rupana Hitva Bhutapati Natho Narayana Kalaha Shanta Bhajanti Hi Anusoyava Atru Shangsha Harireva Kala Sabdena Kirtitaha Ato Vidhi Haradinam Nikhilanam Suparvanam Shri Vishnu Shangsho Vargebhyo Nunatyabhi Prakasita. What written? Rupa Goswami is writing, Ato vidhi haradinam nikhilanam suparbanam Shri Vishnoho Shangsho Vargebhyo Nunatavhi Prakasita. So, what is the meaning? We already declared Atro Shangsha Harireva Kala Sabdeno Kirtita. That's mean, in these words, the word Kala, in these words, the word Kala indicates the Swamsas, all Swamsas, not singular number. Swamsa avatar, so many can be there. Swamsa. Again, I like to remind you, I go back to the original. I told Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan is the supreme hour. From there, Swayam Rūpa coming, Tadekatma coming, Avesh coming, Swayam Rūpa, Swayam Prakash, from Tadekatma Rūpa, Vilasangsho, and from Sangsho, all Purushavatars, Pratham, first Purushavatara, second, third, all coming from Sangsas. Follow what I say. Again, Sri Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, from there three categories you can make. One is Swayam Rūpa, another is Tadekatma Rūpa, another is Avesh Rūpa. From Swayam Rūpa, we can get one part, Brajananandan, Sri Krishna's Swayam Rūpa. After the Swayam Prakash, from Swayam Prakash, Prabha Prakash, Vaibhav Prakash. Okay, I am not going in detail at present. From Tadekatma Rūpa, I mean from Swayam Bhagavan, Tadekatma Rūpa, that can be categorized in two parts, Vilas and Sangsha. And from Sangsha, all Purushavatars, all Manvantar avatars, all Yuga avatars, all Guna avatars, they are all coming for Tadekatma Rūpa. Purusavatar, first Purusavatar, second Purusavatar, third Purusavatar, Manvantar avatar, all forming Manvantar avatar, Matso, Kurmo, Ram, Nisi, etc. Yuga avatar, Shuklo, Raktos, Tatha, Pito, Idanim, Krishnatam, Gataha, Ittadi, Gunavatar, all you can see, Brahma, Sankar, Vishnu, all they are Gunavatar. Okay, nice. So, it is written that in this verse, the word Kala indicates all the Swamsa avatars, all those Swamsa avatars of Sri Hari Krishna. Srila Sutadev Goswami, he wanted to use this Kala to refer to the Supreme Lord's Swamsas. His self-same expansion like Matsa, Kurma, Ittadi can be there. Those who are equal to himself as the embodiments of full knowledge and bliss, okay. But there is some comparative statement can be done by regarding Rasa Tattva, not that original total same. Bhagavan, Hari, in general we can say Narayan, Vishnu, Matsya, Kurma, all Hari, this term is common term. But when you like to speak specifically, then you must remember Krishna is the topmost. Otherwise, all same. Krishna is the topmost. Why? Because he has some speciality regarding his mercy, regarding his, Rasatatra. So, thus it has been shown that Brahma, Shiva and all other demigods are inferior. Inferior means not that I am going to speak all rubbish. Inferior means not equal to them. They have less energy, less importance this way. Thus it has been shown that Brahma, Shiva and all the other demigods are inferior to Vishnu's Shyam expansions. Moreover, we can say safely that the welfare of Brahma, Rudra and all other demigods depend on their performing devotional service to Vishnu. Try to understand. Among all demigods, they are all not same. Their valuation can be ascertained by their dedication unto the lotus feet of Vishnu. That is the final level. So naturally, Shankar Bhagavan is the topmost. Nimnuganam yatha ganga devanam uchyuto yatha Vaishnavanam yatha sambhu purananam tuidam bhagavatam. Yes. Nimnuganam yatha ganga Nimnuganam yatha ganga devanam uchyuto yatha Vaishnavanam yatha sambhu purananam tuidam bhagavatam. Thus, it has been shown that Brahma, Shiva and other demigods are not equal to Vishnu. Their position is low, are inferior to Vishnu's Shyam's expansions. So, we can ascertain the value of those demigods according to their respective dedication and service unto lotus of the Supreme Lord, and we are less interested to hear anything. Moreover, the welfare of Brahma, Rudra and all other demigods depends upon their personal dedications, service unto the lotus feet of Vishnu. And while Lord Vishnu's knowledge and bliss are always unaffected by material illusion. Remember, like in the case of Shankar, Brahma, we told, some Manantar, Vishnu Bhagavan can take the form of Brahma or Rudra. But this formula is not applicable here. It is applicable for Shankar and Brahma, not applicable for Vishnu. Though we know Vishnu is also the controller of Satagun, we are material Satagun, so what? Though he is the controller of material Satagun, but still no material qualities of Sattva-Rajatama can touch him. No smell at all. Follow what I say. So Vishnu is always unaffected, untouched by all those material illusion or material qualities. The demigods are obliged to take shelter of his various samsa form to keep themselves free from illusion. Demigods, they are bound to take shelter of the various samsa forms. Not that somebody cannot see Kurmadev, Parahadev, Matsadev, or Ram, Nishing, or whatever they like. They can do. This way, now this conclusion has been drawn, that it had been shown that, that Brahma, Shiva and all other demigods are inferior to Vishnu's expansions, nothing else. So, From Bhagavatam we know it very well, not that we are going to draw conclusion fancifully, not that we are going to draw conclusion fancifully. It is written in Mahabharaha Puran, Matso Kurmo Baraha Daha Shama Vishnu Rabhedataha Brahmadyastu Shamaha Prokta Prakritistu Shama Samaha. In Mahabharaha Puran it is written, Matso Kurmo Baraha Daha Sama Vishnu Rabhedataha Brahmadyastu Ashama Prakta Prakritistu Shama Sama. So, it is confirmed in this verse the word Kala indicates samsas, all I discussed. After that, Athapi, I already discussed. Athapi yat pada padanakhavasishtam. In Bhagavatam it is written about the glorification of those Swamsa avatars to show that they are superior, more and more superior to those Brahma, Rudra, etc. That's why in Bhagavatam it is written, Athapi yat padanakhavasishtam jagat virinchopo hritarhanambo shesham punati annatamo mukundad ko nama loke bhagavat padartho. What? It is written, Athapi yat padanakhavasrishtam jagat virinchopo hitarhanambo shesham punati annatamo mukundad ko nama loke bhagavat padartha. Athapi yat padanakhavasrishtam jagat virinchopo hitarhanambo shesham punati annatamo mukundat ko nama loke bhagavat padartha. So it is written, it is confirmed, that first of all, then first canto, we can find 1821. In first canto we can find, who can be worthy, who can be given more honor and prestige, whose position is higher than whom, who can be worthy of the name, who can, in true sense, can get the name Supreme Lord. Brahma, Shankar, Indra, surely they cannot take. It is impossible. Who can be worthy? Who can be worthy of the name of the Supreme Lord, except the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna? Brahmaji collected the water emanating from the nails of his lotus feet in order to award this water flow to Shiva on his head as a worshipful welcome. This water, this special water, which is called named Gangas, is purifying the whole universe, including Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva going to accept the water flow coming from, from Chinmaya Jagat. The whole subject matter you can find when Bhagirath bringing Ganga this way. We can get detailed information how Bhagirath was successful to bring Ganga, but who can Ganga Ma by doing worship of Gangaji? But now question is Lord Ganga asking to Bhagirath, Bhagirath, well I can come, but who can bear the force? Who can bear the force impact? Who you just select? I can come, and if I come, I can fall down on the earth and penetrate and go down. This way, it cannot serve your purpose. So better you find one selected person who can and not take my pressure, who can bear my pressure. Then after he started worshipping Shankar Bhagavan, he was in a position to bear. So he took all Ganga on his matted here in between. So who can be worthy of the name of the Supreme Lord except the personality of God is Sri Krishna himself? Brahmaji collected the water emanating from the nails of his lotus feet in order to award it to Lord Shiva as a worshipful welcome. This water is known as Ganga, who is purifying the whole universe, including Lord Shiva. Athapi yat padanakhavasishtam jagad virincho pohritarhanambo shesham punati annatamo mukundat ko nama loke bhagavat padarthaha. Athapi yat padanakhavasishtam jagad virincho pohritarhanambo Shesham punati annatamo mukundat ko nama loke bhagavat padarthaha. Athapi yat padanakhavasrishtam jagad virincho porhitarhanambo Shesham punati annatamo mukundat ko nama loke bhagavat padarthaha. Okay, nice. After that, Rupa Gosvāmīpāda giving example from Mahabaraha Puran. Rupa Gosvāmīpāda giving example from Mahabaraha Puran. Here it is written, Matso kurma baraharadya shama vishnu ravedata brahmyadyastu ashama prakta prakritistu shama. Brahma Samhita, we already have example. Deepa chireva tasantaro abhupekto deepa yate vibhitto hetu samana dharma jastadrik eva vishnutaya vibhati govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. We know it. So all same. Matso, Kurma, Varaha, Adi, Nrsimha, all same. Mahavishnu, Mahabaraha Puran going to indicate that all the incarnation like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Ram, Nrsimha, all are all the same level as Vishnu. They are no other than Vishnu. Sarupata, by Sarup they are all same. Being, why same? By Sarup they are all same. By Sarup they are all same. Why? Being non-different from him. Being non-different from him and from Govinda all coming. If you try to get this example of Brahma Samhita, there you can find, you light a lamp, like I have seen personally at the bank of Radhakund. There I have seen, at the time of Deepavali, all devotees all around, they are bringing hundreds of lamp, ghee lamp, and they are so many devotees, they are lighting all lamp. But I was there from the starting to end, so I know the original lamp, what is. But after all lamp glowing at a time, I cannot discover, I don't know what is the original, it is confusing, because all showing the same light, same design, same. So this is the example of Brahma Sangita. From Krishna, all everything coming, Ram, Nishingo, Varaho, Kurmo, Matso, all coming, but they are all should be treated as Vishnu, not up and down. So, the incarnations, Matsa, Kurmo, and so on, all are on the same level as Vishnu. Being non-different from him, Brahma and other demigods, however, are said to be not on the same level as Vishnu. They are not same. Prakriti, I mean nature, Prakriti Devi is both on the same level and non-same level. Because Shakti Tattva is always non-different from the Supreme Godhead. So, Prakriti, you can say both same and same level, and at the same time not on the same level. You can say this way. Matso kurmo barahadva, Matso kurmo barahadva, Shama Vishnu Ravidata, Brahmyadyastu asama, Prakta Prakritistu Shama Samaha, Shama Asama. Okay, no problem. So, we can safely draw conclusion. We can safely draw conclusion that all pervading Vishnu is all in all, and the cause of all causes, Krishna, Ishvaraha Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Ishvaraha Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. If we point out one cause, after that we can why this cause is coming, because cause and effects both are related to each other. We know cause and effects both are related to each other. When we can point out on cause, effect, then we can go back to the cause for why happening. After that we can again go back to the cause, what is happening. This way, if we go back, this way, if we go back into the original reason for why, or infinity world, then we can find Krishna is standing there. So it is written, Ishvaraha Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karanu Karanam. So, Prakriti, both different and as you like, what you can see. Even when Vishnu himself takes the part of Brahma or Shiva, remember, there is another important point. We know that Brahma, Shankar, they are not in the same level like Vishnu. But be careful. When Vishnu himself going to take the form of Brahma or Shankar, that is different. Follow. I already discussed 2 months ago maybe. There should not be any confusion about this point. There should not be any confusion about this point. When in any kalpa, when in any kalpa, if suitable jivas are not found, any suitable jivas are not found, to take the post of Brahma or Shankar, in that case, Vishnu himself taking the form of Brahma or Shankar, according to the demand of the situation. So, what Siddhanta up to now, what we discuss, surely not applicable for the case of Brahma when Vishnu himself taking the form of Brahma, or Vishnu taking the form of Shankar. Because in that case, in the guise of Shankar or Brahma, Vishnu himself there. So, even when Vishnu himself taking the place of a duty of Brahma, taking the form of Brahma or Shiva, his body appearances, it seems to be material. It appears as if it is covered up with the passion of ignorance, or passion of, whatever you said, passion or ignorance, mode of passion or mode of ignorance, Raja or Tamu. In the case of Brahma, when Bhagavan himself taking the post of Brahma, externally it looks same. It's covered up with the passion, mode of passion. And when Vishnu taking the form of Shankar, then you can discover externally he is covered up with the mode of ignorance. But be careful. Still, in that case, the mode of passion, mode of ignorance can never touch Vishnu, because he is transcendental, aprakita. He is playing the role of Brahma or Shankar. So, his body is never affected by, at any cost. His body, his mind, his swarup never get affected by anything. Follow? Long ago, maybe 1 or 2 years back, when I was discussing about Brihad Bhagavatamrita, there I told many times, in front of Gopakumar, those Vishnu Parshadas, in front of Gopakumar, those Parshadas, Vaikuntha Parshadas, speaking to Gopakumar, look, Gopakumar, look, we are coming from Vaikuntha Jagat. Well, right? You are coming from Vaikuntha Jagat. You see, we are coming in the material world. We are standing in front of you. But be careful, though we are coming in the material world, but still we are never affected. Still we are never affected by any material qualities here. We are transcendental, same transcendental. Our sarup is same transcendental as were there in our eternal abode, all same. We are not affected. So, if some Vishnu Parshadas coming from a Prakriti Jagat to the material world, surely is not affected by any material qualities. So, be careful. We should not be in confusion regarding this Siddhanta Vichar. Though Vishnu we can find he is going to control the mode of goodness, we can think Maharaj is the controller. Maharaj is the controller of the mode of goodness of the material world. So anyhow, at any condition, he is worshipable for us. No doubt in it. We should not pass any negative remark about it. So, he is certainly worshipable by all other living beings. Brahma and Shiva never manifest glories equal to him. Thus Sri Ramchandra Kaviraj, the great disciple of Srinivasa Acharya and the friend of Narottam Thakur, has written the following in 2 verses. I mean, Vrindavan, Baladev Vidyabhushan wanted to add. Baladev Vidyabhushan wanted to add this, Also, Baladev Vidyabhushan writing commentary, from there I can speak something. Prakriti Padarth, it is written, Prakriti Shabdena Atro Chit Shakti Parakha Sarv Shakti. Baladev Vidyabhushan speaking that Brahma, Shankar, in general, they are not in the same level like Vishnu, it's okay. But about his Shakti, it is the same, at the same time different. Non-different and different. How? Baladev Vidyabhushan speaking that Parakhya Prakriti Shabdena Atro. Baladev Vidyabhushan speaking, Prakriti Shabdena Atro. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan speaking, Ye Prakriti Shabdena Atro, by this word Prakriti Shabdena Atro, Chit Shakti Paraksha Sarupa Shakti, not Maya Shakti. Is inert, inferior, shadow, all. So, no question. We cannot say that Maya Shakti equal to Bhagavan. Though is also indirectly coming from Bhagavan, okay? But Baladev Vidyabhushan, that's why I wanted to confirm this point. Prakriti Shabdena Atro Chit Shakti Paraksha Sarupa Shakti. Ya Khalu, in Setasar Upanishad, it is written, Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Suriyate. Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Suriyate. Sabhavik Gyana Vala Kriyacha. So, Setasar Upanishad was speaking, Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Suriyate. Sabhavik Gyana Vala Kriyacha. Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Suriyate. Sabhavik Gyana Vala Kriyacha. Okay? Vishnu Shakti Para Praktya Khetragya Khyatha Para Avidya Karma Sangyanya Tritiya Shakti Rishvati. What? From Setasatra Upanishad we know Parasya Shakti Vividaya Suriyati Sabhavik Gyana Bala Kriyacha. Setasatra. Also, we know that Vishnu Shakti Para Prakta Khetragya Khyatha Para Avidya Karma Sangyanya Titiya Shakti Rishyate. It is from Vishnu Puran. The documents, the evidence I give from Vishnu Puran. Iti Baladev Vidyabhushan writing, iti means so, iti Vishnu Puranena Chavidhiyate Satu Asaiva Vishnu Abhinna Bhinna Drupatvat Shama Ukta Baraho Vachanena. I mean, in Brihad Bhagavatamrita Puran, whatever written, Baladev Vidyabhushan wanted to justify. Otherwise, people can misunderstand him. He wanted to justify this point. Otherwise people can misunderstand. So, etad atro bodhyam, this should be realized. You should not understand wrong way. Wrong conception can lead you towards wrong siddhanta and ultimately fall down is a must. So, this is very clear, no doubt in it. Only by worshipping Vishnu, only by worshipping Vishnu Tattva, all Prahlad, Brahma, all everything, they wanted to get absolute benefit and not from nobody else. And from nobody else, they wanted to get kripa from this, follow. So it is written, Etad atro badhyam agner ushmatveva Vishnu rani tara bhavati para shabhaviki iti tat visheshanam vyapodishyate. Follow. So, this way we can draw conclusion. Matso kurma varahadda sama Vishnu ravedata brahmyadhyastu ashama praktya prakatistu sama ashama. Atro prakriti shabdena, Rupa Gosvāmīpāda wanted to confirm, also Baladev Vidyabhūषण wanted to clarify this point. So, Mahabharata Purana is written, Matso Kurmo Barahadyaha Sama Vishnu Ravedataha Brahmadyahastu Ashama Praktyaha Prakritistu Shama Ashama. Now people can misunderstand, maybe material Prakriti, Mahamaya is same. No, it is shadow. Bhaktivinoda many times told. The inner potency, internal potency of Bhagavan is the actual potency. Except that we can discover the influence of other Shakti in the material world, which cannot exist except the existence of that original Shakti existing in her Sarup, in Golokdham or Vaikuntha. Bhaktivinoda speaking, Sarup Shakti is only Shakti, internal Shakti, potency. But except that, we can get the feeling of some, as if some other Shakti is there, that is actually shadow. Except that original Shakti, Chit Shakti, this cannot come here. The same thing in Brahma Samhita it is written, Srishti Sriti Palaya Sadhana Sakti Reka Chayeva Jasya Bhuvanani Vivarti Durga Ichchana Rupam Api Jasya Cha Cheshtate Sa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami is written. Atro, so is clarified, Atro Prakriti Shabdena Chit Sakti Ravidhiyate Avinno Bhinno Rupatvad Ashwai Bo-okta Samasama. Again, Atro Prakriti Shabdena Chit Sakti Ravidhiyate Avinno Bhinno Rupatvad Ashwaiva Ukta Sama Asama. I like to stop my discussion here. Excuse me. Time cannot permit. I like to beg for pardon from you all. So I will have to stop here. Excuse me. I like to pronounce the first sloka which I started with. Sreyoho sriting bhakti mudashyate vibhu Kleshanti ye kevala bodha labdai Tesham asho kleshala eva shishyate Nanyat yathastu lotosab ghatinam Vanchakalpatarusiki bhasindu vivacha Patitanang pavana bhavashnabhyo namo namo